Alright, so after we have finished retopologizing half of it, I'm going to do a mirror just to take a look, and the mirror direction will be the Z direction, but we can just click on the mirror and then change those settings here in this little floating box. The Z direction will be the direction we go. And it's always a good practice to change this value to something fairly small, so 0.05 maybe for now. Alright, let's take a look. So this is how our model looks like now, right? As you can see, it's merging something here. Let's Control Z, go back and go to the settings. We're gonna change change that threshold again. You can change that to 0.01. As you can see, the smaller the number is, the harder for them to be able to, merge together. So those are all fine. Now let me just make them even smaller. 0.005 maybe. Okay, I can manually merge those guys together afterwards. Actually, I shouldn't merge those opening, right? So it's fine. Let me tweak the rest. So I need to merge these two together, right? No problem. Drag that out for these. I'm not sure what's going on here, but I'm gonna merge those all together. Here in the middle, I'm gonna double click on this edge loop and do a fill hole, right? And then grab those 2 points and do this command called connect components. I'm using Shift and red mouse buttons marking menu to go to all those commands. Those are my habit. This is interesting. Let me take a look at the actual geometry. Oh, that's why they're too far away. Let me drag them closer to each other. Yeah. Okay. Oh, of course we can turn on symmetry when we're doing quad draw 2. We should have actually done that in the first place, so that way we can change that to object Z, right? So that we can basically use quad draw 2 to refine these parts. But I have to use some traditional ways to fix this. So fill hole, connect components, right? Can do soft edge, or we can actually refine it later, but for now let's just finish the topology, right? Now these two are not supposed to be merged. Let's bevel those out. And for these, they're supposed to be bridged. And that I need to maybe merge them together first and do a bevel. Turn on symmetry next time. Okay. I always do that when I'm doing characters, but sometimes I forget to do that when doing this. Anyway. Check them out. Should be fine. Oops, maybe not. Let's go to quad draw 2 again. Right. Show the actual geometry so we can really tell them where to go. This one is a little stubborn. I'm going to turn off the snapping, go to the component orientation, check that out, and make it bigger. Manually match it if it's not gonna cooperate. Anyway, so Oops. Alright, let's keep on going. So need to fill this hole. Gonna be easy, just need to oops, I have to also fill those holes. So fill hole on these guys and grab the points, do a connect component. Let me bridge these guys with maybe one division, see one line in the middle, right? So that I can just have this guy merged here. For this line, I'm gonna grab it, go Control right mouse button, Adjoint Utilities to Adjoint Split to have a one line in the middle. Merge those together. Some of my modern texts may be a little bit old school, but it works, and it works better in some cases. We'll go for connect components, but I think the best practice here is actually you turn on symmetry when you're doing this. Sorry, I forgot to do that, but this is now you know how to fix it, right? So I'm gonna go for connect components on that one. And that one. So this part is all fixed. And for these, just need to merge these together. You can hit 3 button to really see the issue you're having, because 3 button will smooth preview them, right? And when they're smooth, it's easier to see irregularities. Okay, why do I even need this? Or even that? Okay, for the rest, these guys, I can bridge them. Got an arrow. Do I have miscounted geometries or something? Very unlikely, but let me mirror these guys. Sorry, bridge these guys. Double click here and I'll select that and bridge. Equal amount, those are non-equal. Oh yeah, deselect that. Bridge right here. Grab the middle line again to adjoint and split, and then merge these two together. And delete that, and delete that. Don't know where those coming from. And don't need that either. Kind of merge these two and these two. And don't need that. And here for these guys, I'm planning on just merge them in the middle. bridge, one division, merge these two, fill that, connect components. Okay, to convert that into two triangles. Now that should be everything if I didn't make any mistake. Right, we have a topology now for our low resolution model. We can take a look at the polygon here. UI elements or heads-up display right here. Oops. Polygons. See, we have that much faces. That's actually the high resolution model. Our low resolution model have that much faces, or 1000, 1500 or 1600 triangles, right? That's probably the requirement more or less when we're doing weapons, smaller things. That's as low as that's the the number range you want to go for, even lower, right? Sometimes. So that's the requirement in many cases, especially when you're developing a game model like this. It's not feasible to use any zero measure model, but there's a little catch here. If you can, when you're doing high-res model rendering, like movie level rendering, you can maybe use zero measure for those things that are never going to be deformed. It's going to save you some time, but also you will have some hassle though when you're like doing UV and texturing kind of thing. A simple model like this is always beneficial in many things. Okay, and I can even simplify it by changing all those, because they're quite flat, right? I can make them all triangles here instead of having all those faces to enhance or reduce the polygon, basically. Okay, now final step. Two steps. One of the step I want to go for is go to display. Actually, not there. Mesh. Clean up. And select face with more than 4 sides and apply. That's going to allow me to select all the n-gons. Let's take a look. Let's see, where does that n-gon come from? Looks completely fine to me. Sometimes Maya is having trouble really telling you what's going on. Nothing. Guess it's okay now. I'm not sure, but Maya doesn't really tell me sometimes. Now let's bring this guy to ZBrush. Or Matbox sometimes does that, but this is just Maya is really bad on this. Like, it sometimes just doesn't really tell me what's wrong. Sometimes it's doing something weird. So I'm just assuming it's okay. So next step, let's do a soften edge. Okay, to make the edge soft. Okay, if you want to have some edge go sharpen again, you want to make them sharp, but there is a little catch here too. Make them sharp, their UV has to be separated from here to make a proper normal map. That's the way it is. Don't know why, don't know how to fix it, but you can just make it sharp and cut the UV over there. Or you can just keep everything soft and make the normal map anyways. So I'm selecting the edges. I want to make them harden, so holding down Shift and right mouse button, go to Soften Edge and Harden Edge. Okay, so that's gonna make those guys hard. The blade has to be hard. Let me turn symmetry on. to make all these faces that are supposed to be hard, not the ones in the middle there though. Let's delete that edge. We probably don't need that. You know what? I think I need that, because that's gonna give me a better way of doing my UV. So right, so those can be hard too. Maybe not these. Those are fine, I don't worry about that. Those are supposed to be soft. I like that to be soft. Okay. Alright, maybe, yeah. Let's say this is cool now, right? And we can go ahead and move on to the UVing stage for texturing after we're done with all these. Alright, so I'm gonna stop it here. In the next tutorial, we're gonna go ahead and do the UV part so we can bake the normal map. And then that should be all we need in the modeling process. And next thing will be the texturing, which I don't know if we want to keep advancing with this project or not, but you know, we'll see. Alright, see you next time.